สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning and welcome to Morning Thailand อวรรณสอนเครือหงส์
And I'm Thananapat Noivien. Good morning, and you're watching the morning news edition on this Friday, November the 8th, 2013, which we hope it would be a very good Friday.
It is a very good Friday indeed, especially starting off with our first news of
Yes.
the day. If you look at the front pages this morning, you will get a chance to see a picture of His Majesty the King sitting in the wheelchair, and he finally got a chance to visit other places. Obviously, he left Siriraj Hospital for a while now, and at this time, yesterday at about just 10 minutes before noon, about 11:51 or so, he went from His Majesty the King went from the Krai Kangwon Palace in Hua Hin district of Prachuap Khiri Khan province to go to the Royal Initiative project in the Petchaburi province. Now this particular project is called Chang Hua Mun. Interestingly enough, is actually this particular place is almost like one of those plantation that a lot of royal initiatives seems to be looking at. Now, having said that, this particular royal initiative project situated in Petchaburi province in the Thayang district, the area expanded to 250 rai of farmland. They said that back in the July of 2009, His Majesty the King has wished that this particular spot, normally all the soil and such actually has been quite tarnished and almost to the point where nothing can be grown. So he finally, His Majesty has bought the entire area and turned it into almost an area for agricultural I guess testing and such. So what His Majesty has done was that His Majesty has requested that his team buy off a lot of seeds as well as produces in the area that seems to be quite abundant and grow it and replant it in the 250 rai of farmland that he has bought for this particular project. And afterward, a lot of I guess new plants as well as new type of seeds has been invented, as well as trying to give the knowledge to the people in the area. All the produce include coconut as well as rose apples, which is quite well known in the area, and the corn as well as pineapple and bananas. So it is almost like a big plantation for all the royal initiatives members to be able to get a chance to take the seeds from this particular plantation and replant it in their area. So they say that in this particular case, yesterday His Majesty the King was actually quite well, and he was quite happy and show a sign of improvement in terms of health.
Yes,
and
of course.
So it was quite a good sight for a lot of people. And obviously this is one of the project of the Royal Initiative projects that situated or established mainly to help with the agricultural sector.
It's more like a demonstration farm, right?
Exactly.
That His Majesty the King had showed his measures and also the assistance ways and
So
plans.
new technology were used.
Of course.
Actually, all the knowledge were expanded to the local people as well to make sure that their produce would be multiply in abundance.
Yes, of course, and that news obviously brought happiness and cheerfulness to Thai people nationwide. Now, moving on to another story here. Before we started the new news, I have an update of a bank robbery case that took place earlier this week. The theft at Kasikorn Bank in Bang Bua Thong area that happened on Tuesday, November the 5th. Now, in that case, a robber ran away with 300,000 baht in cash. Now, authorities have been able to catch him and apprehended the suspect named Visit Tan Vibun, age 33, and police already took more than 281,000 baht in cash, a suitcase, jacket, a helmet, fake gun and a Honda motorcycle in confiscation. Earlier, police investigation have found that the suspect had lived in Bangwatong government housing project, which is not too far from the bank. So he confessed to the crime, and he said that the reason that he had to rob the bank is because
he has to rob the bank. I like
he has
that.
been unemployed for quite a while and started running out of money to make a living.
So it's better to take someone else's money. That's nice. That's one of the things that's kind of sad, because technically a lot of people are in a lot of trouble as well. It's not just you that's suffering from
financial situation happen to everyone.
Exactly, and for someone to say that, yes, because I'm out of money, so I somehow find it entitled to rob someone else. It's just horrible. Now, moving on to the next news, which is still along the same line, but sadly enough, this particular case that I'm going to talk about is a case where, once again, foreign gang Kunfai got here in Thailand, somehow get away with a lot of money that belongs to Thai citizens. This time, yesterday, if you have seen in social network and if you live in Bangkok, you will know that the panic was quite a bit.
Yes,
because
me
I
too.
have received so many messages warning about this particular case. I'm talking about the ATM scam. We talked about this particular, I guess, equipment before. They call it the ATM skimming.
Yes.
A machine that somehow was set up or installed in the ATM machine itself, along with a tiny little, I guess, camera. But that's the thing, the police say that someone who can do this would have to have quite a bit of a time, as well as a knowledge of people in the area, because it doesn't take that short amount of time to do it. You're gonna have to, have a pretty good amount of people working with you. Now, they say that yesterday there has been several reports. It's quite shocking, because since the 6th, so on the 6th, on the 7th, so on Wednesday and Thursday, there has been a report, 50 of the victims altogether reported that their money has been missing from their account. And what happened was that normally most of them happen from the ATM machine in the Withayu Road.
The All Seasons building.
Yeah, All Season building, as well as Rolex building, as well as Apollo building. They're all situated on the Withayu Road. And they say that to this particular incident, what happened was that they believe that the foreign gang actually belongs to a gang that came from Ukraine. However, they say that it might involve with the Russian gang as well. But they say that what happened was there has been a report of money taken from abroad. They say that in one case in particular, Kun Phakamat Withi Tham has been reported, and she went to the Lumpini, obviously, police station to talk to the police about this particular case. She said that her money, 30,000 baht altogether, went missing, and the Siam Commercial Bank has informed her that there has been a money taken from an ATM in Kiev back in Ukraine.
Yes.
Which she said that she's in Thailand, obviously, and it's taken out money from her account 3 times altogether. And they say that it's amounted to 30,000 baht. At this point, the police said that the money that has been involved in this particular case, over 50 victims, over 1 million baht. So 1,100,000 baht altogether that has been reported to the police. However, they believe that there's probably more. And the Kasikorn Bank has came out and talked about this particular case already, saying that they already shut down all the the ATM machines in the all-season building, as well as the building nearby, because they believe that there's probably this particular device that has been planted on the ATM machine itself. So they are investigating on this. However, they say that the money will be given back to the victims, and the bank will look after this particular case. So if somehow you are one of the victims, or if you don't have one of those SMS to give you the message saying that money taken out or any type of transaction in your account itself, I suggest go to your bank or at least check, update your book bank, making sure that that's not the case, because it's involved 5 banks altogether at this point.
You know what? I feel really grateful for the bank that have alerted their clients when there was a suspicious transaction abroad.
Exactly. So this is one of the things that is quite scary, because it's not right here. It's not done. Like, I mean, we just talk about the bank robber, a Thai bank robber. Now we have foreign gang that taken money from us as well. So be very, very careful.
And with very advanced technology.
Pretty much.
Now, before going for a short break, we got to wrap up this section here with the sad incident that happened down south of Thailand. There was an incident in Narathiwat yesterday. Police were informed of a gunshot in front of an aluminium shop in Bangpao sub-district of Mueang municipality of Narathiwat province, and when they were on the scene, they found a Honda Wave motorcycle lying beside its owner, Mr. Akun Abdullah Dao, age 48, who unfortunately passed away in the incident. Witnesses said that Kun Abdullah was a village headman in Koksumu village of Bangpao sub-district in Mueang district of Narathiwat, and earlier on, before the incident, he was on his way to the tea shop in a local area, and he was on his way back. And at that time, there was a gunman on an Isuzu pickup truck that had opened shots on him, several shots on him, and just fled away from the scene. So police believe that the motive of the gunman was just their targets were to slay the government's officers, not just from personal conflict.
Right.
So it was the attempt to create a situation in the area. And moreover, not just in Narathiwat province, there was an incident in Yala as well, where a car tires had been set on fire in front of Chalerm Nikom temple in Mueang district of Yala province. And not far from the scene, police found suspicious devices placed under a tree, and the object was wrapped with duct tape, and there was electrical cords hanging down from the particular object. So they had called in officers from the bomb disposal unit, and later on they found that the bomb was fake. Inside that particular object that was wrapped with duct tape, there was just a certain amount of sand. So making them believe.
So it's not the actual?
No. They're just trying to make them believe that it was a bomb. So police believe that the aim is to make a threat to local officers in the area as well, and to intensify the situation. And also on the same day in Songkhla province, there was a development in the case of an arson case that happened on August the 2nd. The arson at the furniture shop in Tepa district of Songkhla province that had been burned, along with several places in the area on that night. So police were able to arrest the suspect after receiving a tip-off, but they did not disclose their names or further details yet. So that was all the situation that happened only in one day.
That's so sad, because yesterday I was just talking to Kunbo and saying that hopefully we don't have to report about southern violence again, but it seems like it's still ongoing, so we're going to have to keep close eye on it still. All right, with that, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, I have updates in terms of various demonstrations that took place yesterday, and of course, Kunfa, you're going to talk a little bit about the ICJ's ruling that is coming up very, very soon, so please stay tuned.